My name is Coralie and I'm an environmental specialist too with the Washoe Environmental Protection Department. Today we're going to learn how to germinate beans. So all you need to do is you need about 3 to 4 pieces of paper towel, and you want to lay them out like this. Lay them in some area where you're able to get it wet. At home you could probably find a plate or something. We have an old gardening tray we're going to use. We're going to pour a little bit of water on it to dampen the paper towels. Okay. It's all wet. Alright, so we need it to be able to fit into this bag. So we're going to fold the paper towel in half, just like that. And we're going to grab our beans, grab about 4 of them, and we'll space them out on the paper towel, make sure they're not touching, just like that. And then we're going to fold it over. Perfect. And we're going to just place it in this reused plastic bag. So if you had an old sandwich or something, just rinse out your bag and reuse it. Just like that. Find a sunny area in your house, probably in your kitchen or a window, and place your bag up there and wait a week. Oh, and in just about a week, you should see germination from your bean sprouts. So we're going to pull it out of the window and we're going to pull it out, open up the paper towel, and oh, look at that. You can see the beans are just starting to sprout.
Okay, here is everything you need to conduct the celery experiment. I have a piece of old celery, with leaves preferably. We're going to give you guys some celery, but it might not have leaves. It works better with leaves. Here's some water and some green food coloring. Okay, I'm just going to squeeze a couple drops food coloring into the water, and then I cut off the end of the celery, boop, boop, and we're going to set it in this green water and let it sit and see what happens. What we should expect to see happen is the water travels up all the veins in the celery, and it shows you how water transports through plants. So with the green water, it should give green water up the celery and dye the leaves green.
Hi, so I just want to say a couple things. For your cucumber and melon that you received last week, go ahead and put them in the ground if you haven't already. They need a lot of room to grow, and if you want some melons, you better do it sooner than later. Also, I'd like to thank the Woodfords community, the Hungalalti community, for letting us use their greenhouse, the cultural department and the education department, because this project would not have been possible without you guys, so we appreciate you very much, and thank you for all your help. It's really made this project fun and cool and all-encompassing of what our departments do. So, on to the next thing is the celery capillary action experiment that I started last night. So here, as you can see, we have red dye and red celery. It traveled up the stem and turned the leaves red. And if you look inside, you can see the red through the veins. And then we have blue, and this one's a little easier to see. It has blue leaves. Again, if you snap it, you should be able to see the blue food coloring. Yes. Can you see that in there? So it traveled up all these vessels, and the blue water traveled to the leaves and turned them blue. And it's really cool if you think about a redwood tree, which is 300 feet tall, about 30 stories high. The plant has to pull the water all the way from the soil all the way up to those top needles so it can grow and be healthy. So for water to travel up 30 stories high, it's pretty cool. Hello. So today we're going to talk about direct sowing. That's sowing your seed directly into the ground rather than putting it in a pot or starting it indoors. Smaller seeds can be direct sown, like carrots. Bigger seeds are usually the ones you want to plant indoors or germinate in the paper towel, like beans, melons, bigger seeds. But those can be direct sown too. So here we have some carrot seeds, and I watered this ground to loosen up the dirt, and what we're going to do is kind of tough up the ground a little bit. that. And then we take our seeds. We have carrot seeds, and we'll usually tell you on the back of the package if it can be direct sown or if it needs to be germinated or started indoors. And I'm just going to take these and sprinkle them all over. And then just cover them back up with dirt. You can get your rake again, but I threw it to rake it back in. You just want to make sure there's a nice layer over and that all your seeds are covered, but just barely. And then go ahead and water it again.